Today is your birthday. And I need to show you what this day looks like from my eyes. You woke up this morning and immediately the thoughts came. The counting, the measuring, the inventory of everything you thought you'd be by now. You see a number, an age, a deadline that somehow passed you by. But beloved, that's not what I see at all. Let me show you what this day actually means to me. I know what you see when another birthday arrives. You see the gap, the distance between who you are and who you thought you'd become. You count the dreams that are still just dreams, the relationship status that hasn't changed, the career that hasn't taken off, the life that looks nothing like the picture you drew in your mind years ago. You scroll through your phone and see everyone else hitting milestones, engagements, promotions, babies, houses, adventures, and you wonder, why does everyone else seem to have it figured out? You look at where you thought you'd be by this birthday, and where you actually are, and the gap feels enormous. You see time slipping away, like sand you can't hold on to. And somewhere deep inside, there's a quiet fear that whispers, am I behind? Have I wasted it? You smile for the pictures. You accept the wishes. You blow out the candles. You're tallying up your failures. I understand. I see this. I feel this with you. But that is not what this day is. Before I tell you everything I see in you, let me just say this first. Happy birthday, beloved. Not as words on a card, not as a notification you scroll past, not as something people say because they're supposed to. I mean it. Today, the day you were born, is one of my favorite days in all of history, because it's the day you arrived, and the world has never been the same since. Now, let me show you what I actually see when I look at you. Let me tell you what I see when I look at this day. I see my intention. You weren't an accident. You weren't a mistake. You weren't a random collection of cells that happened to form. I chose this day. I chose this moment. I chose you. Before the stars had names, I knew your name. Before the oceans learned their boundaries, I was already deciding what color your eyes would be, what sound your laugh would make, what gifts I would hide inside your soul. Your birthday is not a reminder of time passing. Your birthday is evidence that I wanted you here. When you count your failures, I count every time you got back up. When you measure yourself against others, I marvel at how irreplaceable you are. When you see what you haven't accomplished, I see what you've survived. You don't know what I see when I look at this year you've lived. I see the Tuesday nights when you cried alone and still showed up Wednesday morning. I see the prayers you whispered that you thought I didn't hear. I heard everyone. I see the moments you chose kindness when cruelty would have been easier. I see the 1,000 invisible battles you fought inside your own mind. And you're still here, still standing, still breathing. Do you know what that makes you? Most people would call that surviving. I don't. That makes you a miracle. Where you see a life that doesn't match your dreams, I see a soul that's becoming something more beautiful than you could have planned. Where you see another year passing, I see another year of you learning how to love, how to let go, how to become more yourself. Your age is not a countdown, beloved. It's not a sentence. It's a record of how long I've had the gift of watching you exist. I want you to understand something. Every single day of your life, I was there. When you took your first breath, I was there. When you fell and learned that falling isn't forever, I was there. When your heart broke for the first time, I held every piece. When you achieved something no one clapped for, I celebrated. When you failed and no one knew, I saw your courage in trying. I have never looked away from you. Not for 1 second, not for one birthday, not for one moment of your life, and I have never seen you as anything less than extraordinary. Today, I don't want you to count the years. I don't want you to measure the gap. I want you to feel this truth. You are not behind. You are not too old. You are not too young. You are not too late. Where you see wasted time, I see planted seeds that haven't bloomed yet. Where you see closed doors, I see protection from rooms that would have hurt you. Where you see failures, I see rehearsals for the thing that's coming. You have never disappointed me. You cannot disappoint me. Because I didn't create you with conditions. I created you with purpose. And that purpose, it doesn't expire. It doesn't have a deadline. It doesn't come with fine print. You were born carrying something only you can give to this world, and that gift doesn't spoil. It only ripens. If you could see yourself through my eyes, just for one moment, you would stop apologizing for taking up space. You would stop comparing your chapter 1 to their chapter 20. You would stop feeling behind. Stop feeling forgotten. Stop feeling like a disappointment. Because through my eyes, you are breathtaking. Not for what you've done, not for what you've achieved, not for what you've become, but simply because you are. Because you exist, because you're here, because on this day, years ago, you entered this world. And everything shifted because of it. There are people who smile because they know you. There are moments that exist only because you were brave enough to create them. There are ripples of love still moving through the universe because of one kind thing you did and already forgot. I haven't forgotten. I remember every single one. So on this birthday, hear me clearly. You are loved, not because of what this year holds, not because of what you'll accomplish. You are loved because you exist. You have always been loved, and you always will be. I have never looked away from you, not on this birthday, not on any day. Happy birthday, beloved. I'm so glad I made you. I'm so proud of who you're becoming. And I cannot wait to see what you finally let yourself become. Because I already see it. I've always seen it. And it's beautiful.